How you guys been doing out there? Hi guys, welcome back to part 2 of Influencer. What is influencer marketing? So in part 1, we went over the basics of what an influencer is. We learned that 1, an influencer is a person. 2, they inspire and guide the actions of others. 3, they have a business mindset and an entrepreneurial spirit. And 4, they promote and exhibit a go-getter attitude. So real quick, we're going to go back and do a quick recap of what we learned and go over some things that we didn't get a chance to cover. Next, we'll come back here and I'll tie it all together so you can get a better understanding about what influencer marketing actually is and what it can mean for businesses and brands and content creators. So let's go. I'm not gonna lie, being an influencer is like a full-time job. It's a career. And it's a career of owning your own business. The key to influencers is that you're growing that influence into your own sector of business and hopefully selling your own products and becoming a brand or creating a brand that can sustain not only you, but future generations. Let's think about key point number 1. An influencer is a person, male, female, or trans. In knowing this aspect, you're already narrowing down a demographic. 2, you inspire and you guide the actions of others. So there was this girl I work with. She was a presenter. She was very good with storytelling and causing an emotional response in the audience, which is great for an influencer, right? Because the power of influence has to be effective on an emotional level. So let's take number 3. Most influencers are business-minded and they have an entrepreneurial spirit. When you think about monetizing your gift, let's think of previous days. What were influencers? Influencers were like bloggers. Now, when did the influencer craze just blossom into what it is today? Because really it started off as a blogger, then an influencer. And so I'm going to say the influencer craze really popped off when Instagram came on the scene, and you could basically take these beautiful pictures and share these beautiful pictures online. And also brands being online, if you tag certain brands after using their products and stuff like that, you would get noticed by these brands and you'd be like, wow, they have a lot of following. Like she tweeted about this lipstick that she wore for this video that she made, and then all of a sudden our sales went up on this lipstick. We should partner with her on our next campaign. Number 4, they promote a go-getter attitude and way of life. To have influence, you have to motivate. You have to motivate. And who wants to follow someone that's not successful? If you're not successful, what is it that you could possibly tell me, teach me, convince me that I need or I should buy this if you're not successful? So basically, we learned a good bit that we didn't learn in part 1, right? Number 1, the first fact of what an influencer is, they're a person. And knowing that one fact, you can narrow down a demographic. So this is the person you're talking to. Who are you speaking to? It's very important to know who you're speaking to, because like we mentioned in part 1, you cannot help everyone. There's no way that everyone is your customer, because there are just going to be some people that don't like you, and those aren't your people. But you want to make sure that you're getting in front of the right people. And by doing that, you increase your possibility of gaining leads and future customers. You think of yourself as a person. If you're male, female, or trans, right there, that kind of puts you in a demographic, right? Because most people, the way the brain works is that they connect to people through relatability. So what do you have in common? What traits do you have that reminds them of themselves? That's what's going to attract your ideal customer. And knowing yourself, okay, you're a female, most likely you're going to attract other females because they can probably find you really relatable. What do they like to do for fun? What's their level of education? What's their income status? What are they passionate about? What do they hate? All these things are good to know when you're narrowing down your audience, your demographic, and your niche. And really, I'm not going to promote you finding a niche just yet. I believe the key lies in finding your target audience. Who are you talking to? Are they male? Are they female? Where do they live? What are they interested in? Now, you can look at certain interests that you have for your business, right? What does your business stand for? What does your business represent? Who are you trying to help? And things like that will help you find your target. But you always start finding and narrowing down your target audience by looking at the demographics, age range, the number of people in their household, the income they make, because not everybody is even going to be able to afford your product. And knowing yourself will help you narrow down a demographic, because most of the time your demographic is going to be similar to your own personal representation of yourself in the market. Number 2, you inspire and you guide the actions of others. So in inspiring and guiding the actions of others, it's very important that you learn how to convey emotion. Emotion is universal amongst all humans because humans are emotional beings. I think of emotion as the spiritual aspect of our humanness, So emotion is like energy in motion, because that energy will act upon an outside force to create some kind of change or some kind of manifestation in your reality. Eliciting emotion in your audience will cause them to be inspired and motivated to take some sort of action. And that's what you want to do. So you do want to make sure that you're an expert at creating an emotional response in your audience. In order to get your audience to have an emotional response, whatever you want that emotional response to be, of joy, of happiness, of excitement, of enthusiasm, you want to feel those emotions yourself. So it's key to get yourself in a state of feeling the emotion that you want your audience to feel, because that's the way you're going to be able to express it more openly to where they will feel it. Emotion is always transferred from one to another. You have to feel it for your audience to feel it, if you get what I'm saying. We have access to a wide range of emotions because we are emotional beings. We just recently talked about the target audience. It's important for you to understand your target audience's interest, what they're passionate about, the common trends that are happening in that particular demographic, because you want to understand them. You want to understand how they're feeling right now. When you understand how your target audience is feeling, then you can get a better understanding of how to get them to feel what you would like them to feel. Maybe Your target audience right now is frustrated. The economy is down and they don't know how they're going to increase their profits. Maybe they lost their job. Maybe their storefront business closed down and they're just not making the money. They're afraid that they'll go out of business before this is all over. So they're frustrated. Maybe they're angry. Maybe they're afraid. So if you can understand that this is how your target audience feels right now, then you can say, okay, well, I want to take them from feeling fearful, frustrated, and hopeless to feeling motivated, hopeful, enthusiastic about taking this new direction in their business and becoming even more profitable than they were before. Once you understand those things, then it'll be easier for you to create that emotion inside of your target audience. And that's what you want to do in order to influence, inspire, and motivate them to take some kind of action in a direction that you're guiding them in. 3, the influencer is business-minded and has an entrepreneurial spirit. We just talked about the emotions, right? You're creating this emotion for a reason, because you want to help them. You want to help them become more profitable in their business, or you want to help them, you want to help them maybe increase their sales. You want it to be a win-win, basically, right? In order to get them to trust and believe in you, you got to get that emotion. You got to get them to feel something, because feeling conveys way more than you telling them anything. If you can make them feel something, you can move them to act, because really you're offering, let's say, a course, then they'll purchase your course. Or let's say they love the way you dress and you style and put together different looks. Well, if you are promoting clothing, they're more likely to buy. Oh, because you're always so cute. You have on this cute little thing. They're going to ask you, well, where did you get that from? Where can I get it? And you're like, oh, well, I got it from here. Hey, look. And I also have a coupon code. If you want to use that, you could get 20% off. See, that increases your possibility of making a sale right there. But you have to know who you're talking to. It's important that you know how to reach those people. And the way to reach those people are, what are they interested in? What are the common trend in that demographic? And you learn that by going to research and saying, oh, people in this demographic and in this age range, they tend to like vacationing. So something to attract those people would be maybe to show different adventurous locations you would love to go or you have been. And you'll attract the person that will be interested in what you have to sell, because you did the research and you know that the people that you're interested in actually like vacationing. So, oh, let me put up some pictures of vacationing and da-da-da-da-da. You see what I'm saying? And you're drawing them in. Once you draw them in and you start communicating with them, you building a community with them, not only one-on-one, but also the other people that follow you become a community. And that's how monetization can really be beneficial to you in the long term. So number 4, they exhibit and they promote a go-getter attitude. Exhibiting and promoting a go-getter attitude actually motivates a customer to act. So in sales, most of the time, to motivate customers to kind of take action on whatever it is you're offering, you want to give them like a fear of losing out. Like, Christmas is coming up. You want your sales to be stellar this Christmas. A lot of people are shopping online. If you're in a brick and mortar store, you don't want to be in the brick and mortar because nobody's going to be there. but everybody is going to be online. If you learn these tools and techniques right now, Christmas could be the best Christmas you ever had. Do you really want to miss out on this opportunity? Amplify that fear of loss or missing out on something that's really, really good. You give them something for free. So maybe you do like a free coaching call, or maybe you give them a free handbook that gets them started. And the fear of loss is, well, man, if I take action, like they didn't give me so much great information that I don't want this to be it. I wonder what else they have. So giving them something for free really creates that fear of loss, because you've already given them something. And now if they don't take action on this, they're going to lose any momentum and increasing their leads online, which that go-getter attitude is all about taking action and making your audience believe that they can do this if they put in the work. Making sure you're passionate and you have results and you can get results will help motivate them to act on whatever offer you've put out there for them. I hope this increased your knowledge and your clarity on what an influencer is and what influencer marketing is exactly. And I hope to come back with a part 3 on influencer and what is influencer marketing and how can you expand on entering this particular industry. I look forward to meeting with you guys next time. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. If you have any suggestions or you have any questions about anything that we covered, please drop it in the comments below. I do read the comments. And I want you to take care of you. And I'll talk to you next time.